Women will, like, they want to be the victim. Like, every ex they talk about is always,
he was a narcissist.
I'm
narcissist.
telling you, I talk to men and women all the time on my show. Like, I do this 4 times a week. The amount of women that have a toxic, narcissistic ex where he did everything wrong, boo-hoo, blah, blah, blah. And, like, men don't do that.
Men don't say that.
Men just say, you know what, I took an
L. Can I also...
Because men don't talk, that's why.
Can I...
All I heard was men don't talk. Okay, I'm not trying to be rude, but think about this. Do you understand why some people don't gravitate towards you? Do you understand why some people just don't tell you things on their own? Because 1, you're not an understanding person, or 2, you're not a person that's easy to vent to. And literally, a man can talk to you for less than an hour and know whether he's going to be able to tell you things or not. Do you know this? No offense, a lot of women in this generation say that they care about men, but they really don't in all reality. And then you guys are not aware about men's mental health or even care about it for that matter. So why is a guy going to go out of his way to tell you something? Exactly. He'd rather just tell his homeboys, them laugh it off and get roasted instead of telling you who's going to throw it back in his face later. Make sense? You guys, from being around women, counseling women, being a bartender, you don't understand how my mind works. I literally do not believe women when they tell me certain things anymore, because at this day and age, women don't even know what misogynistic means and they're using the word. Women don't even know what misandry means. They don't even know how to spell feminist. They don't know what feminist really means. It means standing up for equality, not standing up for just our rights and saying F everybody else, especially men, and tearing them down. So what makes you think I'm going to believe a woman telling me that their man's a narcissist? You guys literally heard this word during quarantine and then everybody started using it. You cannot diagnose somebody when you are not a trained professional. Please pipe it down. And I know that because your boyfriend said, hey, babe, don't go out, don't wear that dress. I think it's inappropriate that you're texting your guy best friend all hours of the night. That's controlling to you. Please, I would rather not listen to you. Now, the one thing I'm going to say, and it's going to bother a lot of women, but I've heard so many women say this, and it's not all women. This is not all women. If you are sitting there talking shit about every ex you've been with, you pick them. You were the one picking those dudes. And the fact that you can't sit there and take accountability and say you participated in that, you're dead wrong. Men, I advise you, and women, I advise you, run away from anybody who sits there and does the blame game with anybody. Victim mentalities are never working in your favor. And I promise you, you do not want to be around somebody like that. Because in the future, they're never going to apologize to you. They are never wrong. Run. And the reason why I know so much about all this stuff, guys, I was in a domestic violence situation. Do I make this my aesthetic? Do I talk about it? Do I literally make videos every single day about it and how much I hate men and all that? No, I learned something from that relationship. I do not play the victim. I went to the police. Things got handled. What more is there to say? So when people do this whole victim mentality, rise above it or be quiet.